Caw, caw, whippoorwill. You know what that sound means? That sound means we're out in nature because we're camping. It's a camping episode. We just got to Copper Falls State Park. We're walking into our campsite to scope it out, see what it looks like. Then we're going to load our stuff into a cart. How do you like it so far, Viv?
I like it great. We did have our first Wisconsin nature encounter. We saw a big spider right out the bat. I got out the car and it was hanging right in front of me. And then I saw 3 more spiders, like big ones, like mean ones.
Big, mean ones.
But I think we'll be okay.
I think we will be too. We have found our spot. It's pretty good. It's pretty close to the neighbors.
Nice tent pad.
It is a nice tent pad. Yeah, pretty close to the neighbors.
We could always move the table and put our tent there instead.
Okay, so still pretty good though, right?
Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at all the ferns. So much greenery everywhere.
It's not raining.
It's a nice sandy turf, so it'll be easy to put the stakes in.
We got a big hill behind us for protection.
Yeah.
From marauders.
That's good.
If it starts to flood, we know where to go. Okay, pretty good.
Oh, look, there's even a stick in the fire pit.
There's a stick in the pit.
Probably some good tinder.
Good tinder, indeed.
Oh, cute.
Okay, well, I think we're going to go unload the car. Right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, welcome to the Natecast. Did I say that? I guess I didn't. But hey, seriously, welcome to the Natecast. Welcome to Copper Falls State Park in scenic Wisconsin. Quick update here at Copper Falls State Park. We've switched spots. Remember how whiny I sounded about being too close to the other people? Well, we switched spots to further one down the line. The only downfall is that it's pretty close to some standing water, so mosquitoes might be worse, but we decided it was worth the risk to have a little privacy. It's a real nice site. It's at the end of the line, so nobody's going to be passing by. So we can be nude all the time. Got a tarp hung up over our dining area, and our tent's all set up, staked down, flies on, everything's great. We got a bunch of wood ready to go. We'll make a fire pretty soon. Hey, so far, so good. Hello, testing. Hey guys, you know what that sound means? That sound means it's raining. And I am technically within my morning blackout. Camping edition. I just went to the car and got foodstuffs so that I could eat some foodstuffs in the breakfast time. I'm not sure if fire is in the cards for us this morning. The rain's just supposed to pick up from here until about 11, and then it's going to subside. Right now it's about 8:30. I'm heading back up on the shortcut path to our camping site. Sleeping on the ground is tough. I often sleep on the cot. I think I might be setting the cot up tonight because it just bruises my tender bones. I feel like my hips always feel weird. I don't know. I'm a side sleeper. So side sleeping on a flat surface isn't that fun. And I'm a sissy, and I have this cot, so I might as well just sleep in it, right? Right. See, other than that, that's about it. I didn't bring as many shirts as I had intended. I was at the pit toilet last night, accompanying my wife, Vivian. And as she went in, a little mouse came out and then crawled around on the walls. It was pretty creepy. And there's a bunch of toads around here. So those have been our wildlife encounters so far. I'll keep you posted. And guys, that's been my morning blackout. Hope everything's okay with you. So we're on day 44. We fought off the boredom by crafting the Scrabble board. This is our first time playing with it. What do you think, Viv?
I think it's great.
Guys, psych, I got you good. It's just day 2. And
this Scrabble board, it was made by Milton Bradley.
it's a little tinkly, so we're playing a game. We went to town to get me coffee because I was being whiny and just fussy. So Viv crushed up an aspirin and put it in my coffee. And then on my way out to the car, I was actually saying, "Coffee!" And I dropped it, and it splashed all over my crotch.
But it wasn't scalding, right?
It was not scalding. My crotch is fine. Viv will attest to that. Sorry I said that. But now it's covered in French vanilla creamer, so if you know what I mean.
But Nate got a new replacement coffee, and as soon as he had some of it, he felt a lot better.
It's all true. There is a coffee clutch going on in the gas station.
Coffee clutch?
Coffee clutch, like a coffee.
That's what they call a gathering of
oldies?
elders.
Yeah, it's a coffee clutch. It's like...
Cute.
You never heard that?
No.
Maybe I just made it up. I didn't. And they were chatting, and they're like, I heard one of them say, first you gotta put on the, what do you call it, when you have to put it on to get ready for the paint. And the other one's like, oh yeah, I know. She's like, you know what I'm talking about. And I said, primer. And they were like, oh yeah, primer. I said, my dad was a painter, and my mom was an eavesdropper. And everyone laughed. I don't think they heard the second part, but they were just laughing to be nice.
It was a really welcoming coffee clutch.
Yeah. I bet they voted for Trump.
Oh, let's not think about that now.
Okay. Sky's brightening up a little bit. Let's get back to Scrabble. What's the best word on the board so far?
I think the best word is leper.
I kind of think the best word is word, actually. Very meta. Okay, that's Scrabble chat. I'm Nate.
And I'm Viv.
And 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 Nate.
And Viv.
Crash. Welcome back to Engaging Your Core with husband and wife fitness duo, Nate and Viv. I'm Nate.
I'm Viv.
We're engaging our cores. We got a break in the weather here, so we're having a little hike. I'm wearing rain jacket, Viv's wearing rain pants. That's how we make things work. Right, Viv?
That's right.
Okay, so how's Engaging Your Core going so far?
It's going well. And as we go up this hill, we'll have another opportunity to really engage our core.
Oh, yes.
Tell yourself up that hill, not just with your legs, Nate, but with your core.
Okay, I will. That's hardcore. My calves are already popping like so much popcorn. I feel like I'm watching a movie of this hike. Viv?
That's great that your calves are popping, Nate, because I recently heard from a fitness expert, namely you, that short bursts of exercise build bulky muscle.
Yes, that's why I have these solid, lumpy rocks for calves. Because of all my short bursts, followed by minutes of wheezing. Well, we're at the top of the hill. Now it's time to tuck and roll downhill, and I don't want to break my phone, so that we're going to sign off. That's been Engaging Your Core with Nate and Viv. I'm Nate.
And I'm Viv.
And I'm Nate. Goodbye.
Engage your core. Tuck and roll.
Flump, flump, flump. Let's make this. What's your sound?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Stay tucked. Right, here I am. Getting some firewood. Everything's a little wet, as you might imagine. But Viv's getting cooking, so I'm looking for stuff that's, kind of propped up. Sometimes if it's propped up, if it did get wet, it has dried off. Usually if it's on the ground, it doesn't dry off. Are you learning stuff? Big time. Gathering firewood is a good task for me. Repetitive, but there's a hunt to it. You're looking for something specific, and you can do it well or poorly, but not that poorly. Even if you do it poorly, you still have wood. So, what else is important to bear in mind? Right now we're looking for kind of small stuff, because we're just low feeding this fire, slow feeding it, since it is so wet out. Seems okay? Okay. Let's go see how Viv's doing, and walk the wood I have back. Make sure she hasn't started on fire yet. Yet being the operative word. She will eventually. Viv usually starts the fire in the family. Last night it was definitely a team effort, but Viv, how's the fire going?
Going pretty well.
Yeah?
Just feeding it the little stuff,
Yeah? Trying to get it warm?
Get it warm, yeah.
Okay, I think we're really well on our way to a crackling fire. We'll give you some audio of that coming up just after this, or us starving to death. Because, if we can't get a fire going, we're not going to make it out here. Now that's a fire.
Yeah.
Viv's poking it around. What are you poking around for, Viv? What's your goal? What are you looking for?
My goal is airflow,
Mm-hmm.
upward motion, and putting the fuel in the path of that upward motion of the fire. I just placed a log. We're doing kind of a mix between a log cabin and a teepee style. I guess a lean-to style. And I just put a log on top, and it's really caught now. It's beautiful. It's on fire on all sides. Look at that.
Look at that. It's really caught. Well, that's the way you make a fire with Viv Chappell.
Signing off from the fire pit, it's the Chappells.
Keep it hot. Morning blackout. Morning blackout. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a theme song I won't remember writing later, because we're in my morning blackout. Camping edition. It's our last day here. That was our last night. That just ended. I had a lot of dreams. Slept on a cot in a tent. I've never done that before. Felt a little weird. Kind of felt like Viv and I had a slumber party, because Viv was on the ground. So it was or it was what do you call them? Bunk beds. It was fucking cold last night. Got much colder than I thought it would. Probably down to, 0 Kelvin, or negative 376 Fahrenheit. Time stopped. Everything stopped. Let me give you a rap about camping. If you don't mind, I'm going to be vamping. That's all I got. Those are the only two things I know that rhyme. In the world, those are the only two things I know that rhyme. Honestly, I suspect a few other words to rhyme. But I can't say for certain that they do, so I'm just going to stick with these two. Really limits my rap topics. It's got to be either about camping or vampires. Rich veins for rap, but it's that's what most people rhyme about. What's left here? So here's the deal. Usually camping on the final day, if I had my druthers, which I actually left my druthers at home, so but if I had my druthers, we'd roll out of the tent, just stick everything in a bag and drive out as fast as possible. For some reason, it's just prolonging the agony of leaving and the like putting off the drive. It's just the worst. But today, because it was rainy yesterday, I decided to change my attitude. We're going to stay until we get some hiking in today. And then we're going to leave. Viv has graciously volunteered to drive home. It's fun to be a passenger, I found. And then, so we're going to take our time. We're just going to make omelets in a new cast iron pan that I got at a garage sale recently. I'm going to make some coffee. So I'm going to make a fire. Then Viv will get up. Then I'm going to heat up some coffee. Viv's going to cook some omelets. I'm going to pack up the stuff. Then we're going to go hiking. Then we're going to go home. Begin our 5-hour journey home. Okay, now that's been my morning blackout. Bye. I think I got some boiling water. It's time for Coffee Clutch, ladies and gentlemen. Segment where I make coffee in the morning when I'm camping. Try to do this here. I'm going to stick under the handle of the pot so I can safely carry it over to my coffee. Here we go. Beautiful. So far, so good. I've got a hot glove. What do you call it? Oven glove. No. Oven mitt? Found an oven mitt somewhere. Here it is. It says Calamity Jane on it for some reason. Take the lid off. Oh yeah. I don't know if that was actually boiling or not. It's close enough for me. Okay. Now I'm just gonna dump it in. Beautiful. Got part of the site packed up. Basically kind of what I can. Pull out a little spoon out of our little picnic kit. Steer it up. Terrific. Rinse that off. I gotta tell you guys, it's like, don't even talk to me before I've had my coffee. Although, of everyone, you guys probably talk to me more than anybody before I've had my cup of coffee. But I don't remember it because it's all in morning blackout. Oh, I recorded one of those today, didn't I? Hi.
What time to get up?
I don't know, it's like 9:30. Some coffee on. Do you want some coffee? Okay.
Love some coffee.
Terrific.
Talk to me.
Yeah, if you guys didn't hear that, Viv says, don't even talk to her until she's had her cup of coffee. So I only talk to her once every like 3 months. Because she doesn't drink coffee very much. That's the joke there, guys. Gonna let this fire kind of go for now, probably. Give Viv a little time to get going, get ready, face the day. Then she's gonna make some fucking omelets. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to that. Back to me, Nate. That's been Coffee Clutch. I've been Nate. Viv's been sleeping. Welcome back to Water Falling in Love. I'm here with the love of my life, Vivian Chappell. Hi, Vivian.
Hey, Nate.
We're here at Copper Falls State Parks. We just passed Copper Falls, and now we're here at Brownstone Falls. What do you think about the way these are carved out? What can you tell us about this? I know you're kind of a waterfall aficionado.
So we have two falls kind of converging on each other. Notice the U-shaped overflow channel of Brownstone Falls. This is actually where the falls used to flow over.
I see those.
As the falls migrated upstream, it came across stone that eroded easier, and so it caused it to change its flow. During floods, this channel actually still funnels surging water into the Bad River Gorge.
Huh. Interesting. What's so bad about it, I wonder? Now, I've noticed that there's some reddish colored stone here. What is that?
So the reddish basalt formed from red lava flows. So that's right.
Let's take that again.
The reddish basalt formed from red lava flows. Believe it or not, here in Wisconsin, we actually had flowing lava many years ago.
Well, thanks for all that info. That's really helpful.
Yeah.
You should write a plaque or something.
I think I'll do that.
I can't help water falling in love with you. So we're having our final lunch here at Copper Lake State Park, Copper Falls State Lake, Copper Falls State Park, and we're having a PB&J. I mean, we're each having a PB&J. All of these things, assume there's two of them. A PB&J, an orange. Is it half an orange each? Okay. So that one is a full orange between us. It's just sitting here between us. We have to fight over it.
It's a really big orange, though.
It was a big orange. Then, you know, all of our chips and snacks from throughout the weekend, various. We got Stacy's pita chips. We've got some all-natural, original sort of Lay's style, some Tortildo chips. We've also got some mini Snicker bites. That was hors d'oeuvres and what remains of the Gorp, which is one sad imitation M&M in there, and then a bunch of seeds. For the birds, if you ask me. Reflections on the trip. Viv, what do you think? She has a mouthful of orange and seed right now.
I loved it.
Yeah? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part, I think, was the hike that we just went on. It was really pretty. We saw a couple falls. We saw the forest. Real nice.
My favorite part was our site mate. I don't think we really talked about him, did we, Buddy? Buddy was a toad that lived right next to us in the tree, or like next to a tree, it looked like. It looked like he had some sort of companion, partner. What was her name? Darlene. And it seemed like they might have had a kiddo over by the wood also. Oh, right. Mm-hmm. That was 4. BJ. That's Buddy Jr. That was probably my favorite part, honestly, was hanging out with the toads, looking at them. They were there Friday.
That was really good. Maybe I'll change mine to toads.
Buddy was on our site Friday night, and we thought it was funny that he just kept sitting by this one tree. And then I kept looking for him the next day. We were talking about he was at the fly factory all day, and then he comes home. We were just waiting for him to get off work, basically, to hang out and have a couple of brews. But he didn't get home till like 9 o'clock, but he did show up. And then we lost him one time. We were like, I don't know where he went. And then it turns out he was like a foot from me, just like looking at me. Mm-hmm. Probably wanted to get on my lap if he's anything like my buddy.
He kept coming over. And he really did look kind of like our cat Sachi, who we call Buddy.
Goofy and regal at the same time.
He was big. He was a really big toad.
Yeah, really big toad. Check out my Instagram feed. I bet it'll be up there. At WolfOutTV. Would I recommend Copper Falls State Park to a friend? Yeah, I think so. I would definitely say the walk-in sites are the way to go.
Number 52.
Don't go blowing up our spot. We'll change that to a different number.
Number 49.
Better. So that's been Copper Falls State Park. Thanks for listening to the Natecast, everybody. I'm going to finish the rest of my sandwich. You go ahead and finish the rest of your sandwich. Tell your friends all about that sandwich. Go review that sandwich in orange. And come here next week for another cut down the middle sandwich of peanut butter and jellycast.